Hello and welcome to this tutorial on how to integrate Infusionsoft with Revizzit Studio. The first thing you're going to want to do is you want to go to your Infusionsoft account and get a couple of pieces of information. So let's go over here to my Infusionsoft account and get the two pieces of information we'll need for the Revizzit Studio. The first one you're going to need is your app name, and that's pretty easy to find. It's right up here once you've logged in. It's whatever comes before .infusionsoft. So you may have a custom one, or it may be some letters and numbers. In this case, it's LY199. So we're going to enter that piece of information and one other piece of information, which you will find by navigating to the admin area, settings. And once you're here, you're going to choose the application tab and move down to the bottom where it says encrypted key. And you'll need this key as well. So in this case, we're going to need LY199. And we're going to need this key, which I'm going to copy to my clipboard. So let's go over to Revizzit Studio. And once you've logged in, you're going to choose the My Account link. And once you're in there, you'll notice that we now have a new tab that says Infusionsoft Settings. So click on this tab and enter those two pieces of information. Here's where you're going to enter your app name, and here's where you'll enter your Infusionsoft API key. Once you've done that, you choose Submit, and you're good to go. So let's go ahead and take a look at how this works. Now in this particular account, I'm going to click on My Studio. See, we have a few products in here. This is just a test account that we use. And you'll see I have a product here called Teleclass Success. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to log out as this producer, and I'm going to come in as a customer who doesn't have a Revizzit account at all, a brand new customer, and we're going to go ahead and watch how it tags this customer's product. So let's go ahead and go shopping. I'm going to go to freebies, and I'm going to choose the Teleclass Success product. And we know this one is integrated with that Infusionsoft account. So I'm going to go ahead and choose Buy Now, Proceed, and I'm going to create a new Revizzit account. So I'm just going to call this Testing at Infusionsoft. Just a fake email that we can track once we see it again in Infusionsoft. Testing at Infusionsoft.com. And we're going to give it a name. So we'll call this one INF-test. That's going to be the username. And the password, we will just use, the password is Revizzit. Okay, I'll do that again. And we'll give him a name that we're going to show. We're going to just say this is John Perkins. I just made up that name. I'm sorry if your name is actually John Perkins. We'll go through this and confirm our order. So there we're creating an account and submitting the order. Okay, so that purchase is complete, and this customer is being instructed to go ahead and get their Revizzit app and enjoy their product. So let's go ahead and take a look at what happened in Infusionsoft. So we're going to come back up here. We're going to go to Dashboard. So we had 5 contacts. We now have 6 contacts. So you'll see that we actually created a contact. I'm going to go ahead and click on this to jump over to my 6 contacts. And there's John Perkins. It's created his contact information. There's the email that we made up. And now if we click on the tags, you'll see that he has 3 tags have been created. One was an in checkout tag. So when he entered checkout, we tagged him as in checkout. Then when he went to submit his payment, just before he submitted his payment, we had it as pending. And then finally, after he completed, we have completed. And this is really the most important tag that you're going to be concerned with, because this one means that customer actually bought that product. So what this tag means is product ID, PID, product ID 98. Now let's go back over here real quick, and I'm going to go ahead and close this out. Go shopping. Oh, I got to actually say don't remind me, that little nag. Okay. And let's take a look at that product. Teleclass Success, I'm going to click on it, and now look up here in the URL, and you'll see that that product is product 98. Every product in Revizzit that's created gets a unique product ID. And that's what the tag that's being created is, product ID 98 completed. So we know that product was purchased. Now you can just use that tag as it is, or you can go in and from that tag create a more user-friendly tag. So we'll go over here now to our contacts settings and choose tags. And here you can see all the tags that have been created in this account, and we can see that product 98 is in here. There it is right there, product 98 completed. It's actually been done twice during our testing here, so we do have that tag, and you can see there's 3 customers already with that product. So now from that tag we can go in and start to create campaigns, and I'll show you a campaign I created right here, teleclass thank you campaign. And we'll just open this up and I'll show you from the editing view. So we have, the first thing is, if somebody gets tagged with a certain tag, which is of course 98.completed. So when they have that tag, we want them to get this email. And we have set up a thank you for purchasing this product email, further instructions on making sure they get their Revizzit app, etc. So this email will be triggered automatically as soon as a customer purchases that product. Now there's some other things you can do that are very interesting as well. So we can come all the way back here and we could create a new campaign, for example. And I like to create these for all my products. I just use one campaign and I call it the retag campaign. Retag campaign. And I'm going to come in here and I'm going to create a goal, which is if a tag happens. So we're going to come in here and we're going to say change this to applies a tag, save. So as soon as this tag is created, let's figure out what tag it is. It is going to be PID 98 completed right there, save. And now that we have this goal set, let's go ahead and set a sequence to happen after that goal's been met. So we're going to create a new sequence here. I'm going to go inside and we are going to choose process and apply a tag. So what we're saying is once that PID-98.completed has been created, we want to create a new tag for it. So we're going to come in here and we're going to apply and we're going to create a new tag, and let's just call this tag teleclass. Okay, so we're going to create teleclass and save. So now what we've done is we've retagged that product. I'm going to come back to the campaign. I'm going to hook those together and probably give this a name. I'll call this retag teleclass, just so we can find it later if we need to. And I'm going to hit publish. So now we have that. So now as that product is created, it's going to retag it as teleclass. And we can then go into our customers and just look for all the customers with teleclass rather than trying to find a specific number of a product ID. So you have a lot of flexibility here, starting from that product ID tag, that you can create campaigns that trigger actions and further actions, of course. And one of the most exciting things that you can do if you're creating products in Revizzit that drip out over time, so you're creating a dripped product style where, say for example, it's a 10-week course and every week a new chapter arrives automatically using Revizzit's drip feature. What's very interesting is that once that product is purchased, you can then create a campaign that also drips out at the exact same sequence, meaning that as soon as they purchase the product, they get the first email which says thank you very much for your purchase. You have chapter 1 waiting for you. Go check it out. And then 7 days later, the automated email will say, hey, your product has been automatically updated. Go check it out. Chapter 2 is there waiting for you right now. So you can coordinate your emails automatically to coincide with your drip content. And that's a very exciting feature as well. There's lots of other ways to use it, so I'm sure you'll explore and find some things. But hopefully this helps you get started with Infusionsoft and Revizzit Studio. Thanks a lot.